What's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Innovators Den. I am formerly known as Hashtag. I'm here with,
Steve O Business we here.
and we got Wally up over there in the ones and twos.
Two.
Finally, I'm coming out from the dark. How you doing, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you gotta, yeah,
Yeah.
there it is.
We're gonna have different
Uh-huh.
different content moving forward. Different segments. Yo, what's good, my nigga Nick?
Hmm.
You already know.
So again, this is just of us talking shit off the record. What's happening? What's trending? What's
Quoted
going on?
off the record right now. We curse here too.
Oh yeah,
The
we curse
fuck?
a lot. I love to curse. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of my
My
favorite
God.
pastimes.
But yeah, now we were talking about what was it we were talking about, Wally? We were talking about Candace Owens.
There's bad shit going
Well,
on the internet right now. We
I
can
think-
highlight a few of that.
I think we had to start with the Coldplay incident.
Oh yeah, so
Coldplay shit, right?
how you guys feel about that whole situation?
Me personally,
Got violated, nigga.
well, for those who don't know, who live under a rock, the CEO of Astronomer, the company.
Who's the CEO of Astronomer?
The company is. I guess I never heard of Astronomer. I don't know what they do, but he was at a Coldplay concert with the head of HR, and they caught him on the kiss cam. I don't know, guys. I think I would have done better than that, to be honest with you.
When that shit happens.
It does happen, but
Guys, don't slip. That's
no. If you are gonna slip up better than that.
fue la que le hizo caso.
Yeah, that too. You know, I mean,
Eso you could, tú sabes, like todos los hombres somos diferentes. There's people that
well, the guy's really different than me, cause
but there's people like, yo, he might have a headache at home. This is the one that's chill.
that too. But
Like,
I mean, the lady is married too. Don't get it fucked up. It wasn't just him. We're always talking about him, but
but the people don't care about the woman.
oh, of course not.
They
Of course,
care about the guy cheating,
she's married.
how it looks, but the woman's cheating too, and they don't say anything about it.
Too?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh no, I didn't know. I don't care about none of that internet shit. But
2 kids and everything. She has 2 kids, a husband, the whole nine.
well, she was booed up at the game.
Oh yeah, she was real booed up. I mean,
was,
it was like a high school sweetheart hug. You seen that shit? I just showed Steve not too long.
Sometimes they show pictures of that, like guys with side chicks, and then like the sun hits them, so you can't really see their faces. I'm like, God was not on this dude's
Nah,
side.
some people. Nah,
He looks so clear.
you know what? I think had he played it off, if
Yeah.
he played it off, it wouldn't be an issue. But you see what he did, how he hid.
That nigga ducked.
Yeah, he was like, yo, and people started investigating, like, yo, what the fuck is this?
And now it's become like a meme. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, they do it at Knicks games and Mets games
They
and
do it everywhere.
Yankee games and everything. Damn shame if you ask me. I mean, I don't know. Workplace romance
Work on work happening. Right
is always a problem. You can't be going to work and having a romance in there. It's a tricky situation, man. No, feelings always arise, mostly from the woman's part. Let's say you have a wife and you have a side chick at your job.
But if
Your wife might come by, bring you some food or whatever it is, and this chick is looking at her crooked or whatever the case is, and it's always a problem.
But if you look at the like data based on like cheaters and stuff like that, you have to look at the like the industry of like nurses and doctors and shit because they spend so much time together. Their shifts are long, whatever.
Yeah,
And
she
it's-
was active, yo.
I mean, statistically, women cheat more than men.
Oh yeah, we just don't speak about it.
And I'm talking about when a woman cheats on you, it's not like us that you might mess around with a chick. Sometimes you've seen cases where you mess around with a chick and you love your wife even more. When a woman gives it up, it's over for you. It's done. You're out of the house. You're not a father to your children. You ain't
Bro,
this. You ain't that. Yeah, I seen that.
Pass you a cup.
No, but it's not even the
I pass the cup to the
It's
people on live.
it's not even
Right? You can clean that cup.
it's not the
If I
sex.
put my finger in the cup. You put the finger in the cup. You put everybody on live put their finger in the cup. Ain't nobody drinking from that water.
It's not the sexual element though. It's more the emotional element. They say men love the women they've been attached to even for 10 years afterwards. Not in a sexual way, but you still care about somebody you've been with. You don't want to see them do something bad or whatever. But when a woman just even sees another dude that she might like, she got a husband of 40 years, and I seen it. I'm not just talking, shit. It's over for you. It doesn't matter what you gave her or this and that. If it's done, you're out the house. They don't want you around. This, that, and the other. Just how it is. I mean, but guys, if you are going to cheat, to the men out there, you got to do better than that, man.
What else has happened on the internet?
That's just all, man.
Um,
Well,
the kid that's suing them too.
Who?
Jay-Z got a kid that's suing him.
It
But
looks like
also,
it looks like him. I seen the kid. It kind of looks like him, but what are you gonna do after
if
you're
you guys
25? Like,
love, we here to talk about shit that's happening. This shit is off the record.
what are you gonna do at 25 years old?
Doing specific.
Ask for child support? I mean,
We're chopping it up. We're trying to do this new segment.
He's not the first person that's done it. Karl Malone has
Oh,
how many kids?
Karl Malone has 35 children.
Easily. Michael Jordan has a few there.
But the question is to the grown.
Baseball players have a whole bunch of kids.
The shit is that the kid was threatened.
But everything is like trying to get money at the end of the day.
The bigger point.
He's looking for some type of pay.
The bigger point is, who was your mother at that time, and why do you have these confusions in your life that you know?
That's your mom's fault, nigga.
Of course it is. I mean,
She was doing what she was supposed
a
to.
lot of us look at our mothers as holier than thou, but they were young women before, and they made choices. You know, our mothers did. Some made right, and some did wrong. And 25 years later, if you don't know who your father is, maybe your mother was a hoe. Maybe, just maybe.
Maybe.
You know.
Most likely, it could have happened.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you go out there, you get pregnant by some guy. It could be a rapper. It doesn't matter what it is. You're supposed to know who the father of your children.
The issue is like that. There's like a major groupie culture.
But don't tell me that my mother, my own mother, I'm 40 years old. She's gonna tell me, yeah, your father might not be your real father now. I'm like, what were you doing back in 1984, man?
Sometimes they might not admit it to themselves, so they don't admit it to anybody.
When you grow up, you have to recognize that nobody's perfect, including your parents, including your mother and your father. And some of our mothers, some were doing a lot of whole shit back in the day, and that's what you have.
There was no Instagram back then.
Of course not.
They can't prove it. All the shit that was happening.
A lot of whole shit back in the day, and now they want to cover it up because you get older, you're not in them circles anymore. But
Yo, y'all heard the Clips album? What
Yeah.
y'all thought about that?
I didn't hear.
I actually was just playing that song.
I think it was actually a good.
I think it was a great album. My thing is the first song. I don't know. You didn't really listen to it, but it's about them losing their parents. They lost their parents 4 months apart, and it's like a real interesting perspective because like.
But it was crazy that the brothers were not. I forgot that they were not. He was a single artist, Pusha T, and Mattis went to be a pastor like Mace.
Well, he was technically not really a pastor, but he was preaching.
Not a pastor, but he was not even. He got into the path of God, which is okay. It's good. Everybody should be.
It depends. I believe you can find God at a certain point in your life, but some people push it, man. Some people do push it. It's like a trend, right? And I'm old enough to see it.
You should do right all the time.
No, you should, but it depends what you're looking for God
Like
for.
those things, those scriptures, those things is to do right, to like have order, to have civilization, do shit proper. So
Some
most
people
do the non-prop.
Well, particularly young women that I've seen develop from, let's say, 18 to 35. You spend 16 and a half years hoeing, destroying marriages, just wilding the fuck out. And at 32, when you're like done, then you want to
That
go.
don't mean you cleaned up, nigga.
I mean, God can fix a lot of shit. He can't fix loose holes, though. I'll tell you that one.
What do you mean? What were you saying? Like you're saying that when you're young you start fucking around?
Yeah, like, no, I've seen a lot of women that I've seen now that I'm 40 years old that spend 15 to 33, 34, 35 just destroying marriages and wilding the fuck out and, you know what I mean, just being the nastiest, dirtiest form of a woman you could be. And then they think that maybe joining some church and then preaching that all the time is going to fix what you've done. So people are sneaky with that, in my belief.
Well, yeah.
They are sneaky. And then there's another class of person, the addictive type. So you see a lot of people move from drugs to God because they need something to latch on all the time.
Mhm.
I was an alcoholic before, now all I do is talk about Jesus and this and that. When you deal with God, you have to do his will instead of praise him. His praise is already done. You see what he did. He made the earth. You don't have to say shit else to that guy. Go out and do what he put you to do.
Act like it.
You know what I mean?
Well, he gave you a vision so you can go create the vision.
Well, yeah, for some people, it is God's mission for them to spread the word. There's one or two people,
Right.
but not everybody. Sometimes you spread God's mission just by doing something. Like,
Like doing something productive.
take like Martin Luther King was a preacher, right?
Inspiring,
Yeah,
bro. That's how you get things done, right?
and he was doing God's work all the time. He mentioned God here and there, and he was a preacher, but he wasn't all about that. He was like, you know what? Let my actions speak through me
Through
for God.
actions.
But a lot of people now think it's okay. I'm gonna join one of these churches, and
Batteries.
I got a charger right there. It's a weird situation for some people, and you see it. And then the fucked up part is, I mean, you have people I know killers that turn over to some church. It doesn't matter. And sometimes it's like a
Some type of religion.
yeah, it's like a culty church though. It's not a mainstream. It'll be it's like a Catholic or like a Christian. It'll be some offset shit to the side that nobody heard about, and then they just want to preach that shit to you. Nigga, you killed 3 people. What the fuck you talking about? You know, you can't bring them back. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, you should have been sorry before you killed them, or before you did this, before you did that. I'm still in the belief that everybody has common sense. Maybe I'm wrong.
Common sense is not.
I know, I know it's not that common. You told me that last time, but I have faith in that. If I have faith in something, is that people have common sense. You know, like if you see a puppy, you don't stomp on it or some crazy shit like that. But now the other thing that I was talking to Danny about and you is how Candace Owens getting sued for claiming that
Candace Owens.
yeah, she's a big
Oh yeah. No.
podcast, yeah. I love her. I mean, I think
Yeah. Well, she
you
said straight up.
you could call her anything you want except a liar. You could call her anything you want.
She's saying.
Well, she's talking about Brigitte Macron. That's first lady of France.
Yeah, she says she's a guy.
Shit, I think she might be onto something.
Who gives a fuck?
Well, you
Who cares? That's if it is or it isn't. They
no, but
it's affecting any of us here.
but it speaks to a bigger.
That's their political issue.
No, but
There's a saying like one of the kings or something.
You good.
So one of the kings, I forgot the name of the king. He had a daughter. The daughter passed away, and they had a boy that was very flamboyant.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it, and then they passed him off as his daughter from.
that was King George, I think, and
George,
Elizabeth the First was
something
supposed to be a
Yeah,
dude.
the-
She never had children. She never. The thing is, it's simple, right? If I said your mother was a man, Steve, right? You could say, hey man, you know, this is my mother here at the delivery room. This is my mother raising me. Here's my
Why they gotta prove themselves that much?
because I think the issue is bigger with world leaders. If you go down the line and you see what some of these women look like for some of these guys, it's really questionable, man. I mean, the last first lady that I thought was even a lady like was probably Jacqueline Kennedy, and then Melania Trump. Hillary Clinton was. No, I'm not saying she was, she was a baddie or nothing, but Hillary Clinton was an elegant woman, to say the least.
but you know,
And Laura Bush,
but
though.
then again, like she's a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, she's. Oh no, Hillary Clinton. Oh my God.
Hillary.
Oh man, I don't know how. Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton's wife.
I mean, Bill was like, I gotta get out of here.
Yo, his hair didn't turn gray because because of his heredity. She turned that shit gray. I mean,
Knows.
but yo, single Bill was wilding too, bro. Bill would just hit anything that moved. But to the bigger point is that if you see all the first ladies and all the women who are associated with a lot of world leaders, they're really questionable, man. I mean, they really, really are. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember Marilyn Quayle. Oh my God, bro. Marilyn Quayle, she was Dan Quayle's wife in the 80s when he was vice president to George Bush the first. Bro, it was like sleeping next to a dead body. And just all these women that have these manly features. She might be onto something bigger where they put men next to these world leaders or something. She's onto something.
It's all stage, bro.
The problem might be bigger. Now, people who say Michelle Obama's a man, I don't believe that.
It's two girls that look just.
Yeah, that too. She's a strong woman per se. Her build is strong, but I don't think she's a man. But that Brigitte guy or whatever, oh man, you saw him. Did you see him? Look it up.
Did you see him?
Built different.
Yeah, no, bro.
Built different.
No, he's
Okay.
no,
Okay.
no, guy's ugly. I mean, it's not even about ugly because there's some ugly women. I don't know if I could say that or get canceled. But women who are not attractive, like let's say the wrestler China. You remember China?
Yeah.
Remember China, right? She used to be with Triple H.
Oh yeah, but
She was,
she was a girl.
of course, but people say no,
Different.
no, she was cock diesel. China had a man's body, but you could tell that was a woman, and she had a square chin and everything. Macron, this lady is like 110 pounds, like this, shoulders are wide as hell, ugly ass wig. I mean, and she's getting sued too. They want to come for Candace. They want like $1 billion from her. She don't got a billion.
Suing.
The first lady of France.
Oh, they suing Candace?
Yeah, they want $1 billion or something like that.
Because that's defamation.
Well, sometimes you have to prove defamation.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
Say, if I say
say somebody's opinion, but it's still.
if I say you're a woman, then you could just go take a DNA test and show me your chromosomes.
You don't have to go that far. You could just say, "What is your business?" It doesn't matter if she's a girl, guy, who.
Well,
It doesn't matter.
I personally don't care, but
She's still giving an opinion, and that's still, regardless if she was a man hiding as a woman or or whatever it is, she still made her name look bad on the internet.
how Macron does that, how you goes to sleep next to that every night is beyond me.
That's his personal. That's,
If I woke up next to some shit like that, bro,
I thought it was a great episode. I mean, P's a legend.
yeah, I think that was very powerful that we had him
That was
on the show. Make sure to watch that episode,
yeah, it was a long
share
episode
it,
too. That was like an hour,
like it.
an hour and what?
like
And-
an hour and 10 minutes, hour
Yeah.
15.
I mean, it could have went on forever too, because the guy has
A lot of people don't know.
50, 50 years of history.
Like on tour with Run DMC. Like a lot of the generations probably looking at don't know, but they set up the game for what the game is.
What the
today,
game is now, yeah.
You know,
And
Well,
like the independence.
I don't think they set up the game for what it is now. They set up the game to what it was till about 2014,
well, I mean,
2015.
for the game, for the people who set it up, like the entrepreneurs thing, that the Def Jams,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Rockefeller,
Our generation of thing, but these new guys, they
it's a different wave, but it all stemmed from that.
yeah, from that, yeah.
That's the root, is what I'm saying.
I don't. Is that even hip hop now? Or what is that?
What?
I mean, there's different genre of hip hop now. There's emo hip hop. There's drill hip hop. There's emotional hip hop, R&B hip hop. There's gangster hip hop. There's hardcore.
I haven't heard of one good song in a long time. A long time.
Like I put the hip hop Hot 97 the other day, and I was just like,
I-
"Wait, this is Hot 97 or Z100?"
Turn that shit
I didn't know
off.
the difference. I was like,
No, it's over for music. Well, I think it's a repeating cycle as far as this century goes. We're in the 20s now. You got to remember what the 1920s were like. Bootlegging, shit music, degeneracy, all that type of shit. And then it's going to get to a point where being degenerate is going to become corny. So it's going to go back to maybe the 50s, you know, when you sing
original music.
yeah, when you sing ballads and shit like that, because they had fucked up music back in the 20s. Don't think it's just now. It was like a lot of shit.
But there's
It's
still
always
a
been-
guy in the street that play good guitar, sings, and he would never get a chance. And there's a guy just mumble rapping,
But
and he
thing
got
is,
a
like,
bigger deal because he got an audience.
there's always like, for example, when we speak about Bad Bunny not being talented or whatever, we kind of have that discussion. But one of our biggest artists in DR is Juan Luis Guerra.
Oh, he's
If you
good.
look at a lot of his lyrics, although very poetic, son pleberia. Like he's talking about sex and this and coming and all this other shit, and you don't realize it. When at least not when I was a kid, I was like, wait, this is
Yeah,
amazing.
I heard that. It was about eating pussy. If you really
Yeah,
think
as an
about
adult, I'm like,
it. Yeah, it was.
damn, Juan Luis, like this nigga is like
He wilding.
hilarious. He's wilding out right now. Like, but again, it's based on like the perception that you don't even realize what he's saying as a kid. Or even people, sometimes you don't even analyze lyrics.
Yeah, but I guess it sounded better, and you can be more discreet about
Yeah.
what you're doing. I mean, every adult makes love at some point in their life and all that, but you don't have to be that.
Perreo.
I mean, but I mean, every song is talking about just how I'm going to fuck somebody's wife today. It's not even my own chick; it's somebody else's chick, or
Which song is that?
every single one.
I gotta look that.
What do you mean?
I mean, you know, in our culture at least, it's like, you know, la mujer tuya me gusta, whatever, or some, or
The
marido.
original is always Tupac though. The original is always Pac to me.
Yeah, but I think he said it better,
Yeah, of course.
you know. But nowadays, it'll turn around when your kids and my kids are 20 and 30 again.
There's people making great music.
That-
It's where you listening to?
There will be another Elvis
Women
Presley,
listening to that right now.
another Marvin Gaye, another, and then it'll go back to degeneracy again. It's just a cycle in time, and people think time's on repeat. The 20s right now, the same 20s that was back then. Depressions and you know, money's fucked up, and one of these days the stock market's gonna collapse. The same cycle. repeat itself. We never learn. We never do. Another war over some shit that had nothing to do with somebody, and life repeats itself. It really does. You'll see. If we live to be at least 70, we're gonna be listening to a kid that was the next Marvin Gaye.
Healthy.
Well, supposing you don't get hit by a car or some shit like that. I mean, because anything can happen.
So I was having this discussion with one of my friends, right? I think we've spoken about it. Like the expectations of like females now, like right, like a female expects you to take care of her, even if she has like she went to school, she has like her degree, like they expect you to take care of them fully. Why am I even like letting you work then? Like just stay the fuck home at that point. To me,
It's
it doesn't make sense. So my money's your money's your money. So
yeah.
what we in here for?
It's to
Still
me
don't make sense to me.
to me it at this point it's prostitution. Before there was a purpose, a woman stood home, children, making sure you ate. You know how many stories I've heard now of guys that go home, what wife ain't doing shit over there, then you have to go home and cook, or you have to go home and wash some dishes or whatever it is. It sounds, I'm sorry, it sounds misogynistic,
It's
but if
not.
you ain't doing shit in the house all day, nothing, and I left the shirt on the bed, and then when I come back, the same shirt's still there. What's the purpose of that?
It's to me. I don't agree. I don't think that's misogynistic. It's just facts.
Yeah.
Everybody has to bring something to the table, and I'm sorry, you just can't tell me that it's sex.
If I yeah
I can get sex anywhere.
yeah
I don't need a wife to get sex.
if I was at home all day and somebody was taking care of me like that, bro, you could eat off the floor. I'd be cleaning that house every day, cooking and all types of shit. That's what I'd be doing.
I'm saying that's logical because it's like if I'm literally here busting my ass.
Yeah.
No,
And
but you want to go to work, and then you're gonna get paid, and then I pay everything.
no, things are too expensive now for one person to carry the
That's
house.
fine,
They're too expensive.
but the expectations are still there.
Oh yeah, but
It makes no sense. But
it's
then when it comes to the workplace, they want equality.
it's the worst thing. Well, equality depending on what workplace, because I know a lot of jobs for carrying lumber and shit like that. I don't see the line outside with a bunch of women,
Of course not.
or construction
Or
or
electrician.
cleaning sewers or that
No,
kind of
they
shit.
want equality when it comes to CEO jobs,
Oh yeah, CEO jobs, but I mean,
basically.
some women do have it. Some of them do. Not gonna lie. Some women are good CEOs.
There's some great listen. There's some great minds. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter like what sex you are. But point is, if you are telling me that you're gonna work a 9 to 5 and all this, and you need your own, but why is my money your money, and your money is your money? Like I thought this was a partnership.
But it depends now. I think that the young men that are coming up, you have to teach them where the breaks are for people, because any person is like a dog, really. Not just women, just any person. If every time you come here, you could take $100 from my pocket and I'm not saying nothing all the time, you're gonna get used to that. So young men have to learn their boundaries, in my opinion. If you let something build up over time, you're gonna have a problem down the line.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
He was throwing parties, and he was saying the amount of women that, like, he was throwing parties on yachts. He was telling women on the beach, before we get on the yacht, let's do a contest to see if you can make it on the yacht. And he was saying the amount of women that been on a yacht or don't care, or said, I don't need to be in a challenge. You should get me on the yacht because
Yeah.
look.
Well, entitlement is another thing. I don't like to speak to the other gender because I'm not a woman. But from living for 40 years, I've noticed that some women don't evolve past a certain age. So whenever you're the prettiest in your life, you'll stay there all the time. If you were the prettiest at 16 years old and you were like this shit in high school or whatever it was, you're gonna carry this on till you're 50 or 100. Some people do. Some people change and say, you know what, I'm 50 now. It's a different time. I don't have to be pretty anymore. I could be elegant. I could be an elegant person. I don't have to be showing my ass or whatever it is. Some people don't evolve above that, and women don't attack each other like we do. Because if I see you fucking up, Steve, I'm gonna say something down the line. I'm gonna be like, yo, Steve, what you're doing is wrong. You shouldn't cheat on your wife. She's a good woman. Women don't do that. A woman, she'll bring her little friend over and she'll be like, she'll make it somehow so you don't know. And be like, man, fuck that nigga, this and that. You could be giving her everything from what I've seen in 40 years. It might not be like that, but in my immediate environment, that's what I see. I mean, I have aunts who are in their 60s who still think they're 12 years old, wearing crop tops and all this crazy shit. This is delusion. You know, it's no, it really is. It's a psychological problem. It's a delusion of grandeur. That's a technical term, right? You think you're better than what you are.
Yeah,
Some people suffer from this.
and that's the other thing, right? You see a guy, I will never tell you he's a 10.
Never.
Oh, I gotta work on something. I gotta go to the gym. I gotta train. I gotta eat better. I gotta work harder to get a better job. A woman will be like 375 pounds, working in Mickey D's,
Yeah,
and then will tell you, I'm a 10.
I'm
I
a
deserve a guy that makes $175,000 a year.
no. That
Nigga, like,
that ain't gonna
what the
work.
fuck makes you think that?
For 175, shit. A year?
What makes you think like it's just nonsensical? Like you're not working on
It,
yourself. You don't have aspirations, but somehow you have aspirations for somebody that has that type of aspirations.
yeah,
It makes no sense.
yeah. But it's a psychological issue. I think that some of these apps should be used as, where psychologists look and they see a lot of these pictures with all these fucking filters because you don't look like that. You don't look like that in real life. And say, hey, you know what? My office is down here. I see you need some help. Come through. Something's wrong with you.
The crazy thing is that now you see a lot of women too. Like they will post pictures, you never see a video, and most of the pictures are obviously enhanced.
And where?
No, no,
Oh, that. Oh, yeah, hands.
no video. You see like 97 pictures. It's 2025. Instagram is basically a video focus now.
But I think any woman listening should know that your chances of bagging up, not the man you want, but a man, period, are 98%. I mean, I'm convinced if it has a hole in it, motherfuckers will shoot at it. Seriously, I don't know how some guys are not fucking car mufflers at this point. I mean, serious. I mean, I seen dudes that you could say, damn, this guy's a pretty good looking guy. He's elegant. He's 6'2" with Yokozuna walking around. So they don't understand that. Some don't. I'm not saying all. I'm not saying everybody, but it for anybody listening, it's called delusions of grandeur. You think you're better than you are, and you're really not.
But you're not.
No, no, no. And we're not.
Oh, you're not.
We're not. Because a lot of people have this thing in their head. Oh, if I die, this. That. If you die, you're gonna die. They're gonna cry for you for 10 days. You know, if we're married to somebody or whatever, in a year they'll move on, or 2 years. It's life. Or my daughter will get a new daddy, or whatever it is. It'll happen. Some of us think we're more important than we really are, and we're not. We're just really not. Michael Jackson died, and the world kept spinning. Kennedy died, the world kept spinning. Who the fuck are you?
World
You know,
and keep going. So you
it
gotta focus on you.
it's a psychological condition. It really is.
But it's still up to us to make the choice. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what they say, what they think. You gotta make the choice.
There really is
You
not.
gotta build your relationships.
There really isn't.
You gotta know how to set it apart.
But it's just like the world is turning into a place where there's this sense of entitlement
Yes, all the time.
that I don't think that it should be like everything here is earned, like regardless of
Everything.
skills.
Men gave those entitlements to them.
Understood.
They
That's
made them feel
that's fine.
how they look. They that.
That
So a lot of it's also guys' fault. So
I think that I disagree. Like I mean, like yeah, you have a pussy. Like oh my god, it's great. But at the same time, it's just like
that's not what makes somebody pretty.
exactly that. There's
Yeah.
so many women out there.
Um.
It's like what?
Yeah. Femininity to me personally, is very, very attractive. Outside, I mean, even if a woman is not conventionally prettier or whatever, but if she's
Well,
more feminine, that to me is more attractive.
Yeah, that's attractive.
like,
Of course.
there's women in New York that they just get they just
Yeah,
manifest
I
it.
see.
And some guys need that type of woman because that's
Well,
what they grew up around, and they just feel that girl that needs to talk to them.
it depends because what. Yeah,
Nah,
when
bro, if any
Fine.
woman be like,
Some guys can't, deal.
any woman speaks like bro,
bruh,
suck my
this
dick,
yeah, suck.
That's
or any of that.
That's them Bronx and New York bitches be talking like that.
so some people.
I mean, you got a couple in Jersey too. Don't get it fucked
That's
up, but
normal slang of talking, and some people need that type of. That's what they want.
yeah, but I mean, you have to have
That's their interest.
you have to have children with these persons and put up with this shit for a long. Me, I couldn't do it personally. I can't do it, but some people can because it's it's a catch 22 because men are wired to need sexual satisfaction at a point in their life or whatever. And then sometimes you just drop the standards altogether and say, you know what? Fuck it. I'll put up with this for a while and then
I'm
next
leaving with some.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like and then you have to do it just because. And if you once you think about it, like, damn, I mean, I see some of these chicks that have children and food stamps all over the place and welfare and this and that and the other and no responsibility for the kid. Oh,
Well, you
bro.
didn't see the girl was telling her son. He's like, "Mom, I'm trying to get a job." She's like, "You can't get a job
Yeah, I saw that.
because you're gonna fuck up my situation with the government." So
If
she's like, "You can't get a job because it's gonna fuck up my food stamp. Can't get a job because they're gonna kick us out of the crib." And he was like, "Yo, but all my friends got jobs." So she was young. She could work.
when
He
it
was
comes
like, "Well, take me off." And he was like, "Well, I can't take you off because it's gonna mess up the government
when it comes to that, and I thought about it hard.
which that's important. It's good to have that help, but it's not good to stay there.
But staying on accountability and all this shit. A lot of us flex being from a ghetto situation or a fucked up environment, and I think that speaks to what your parents did. There's no way, to me, a man could be in a home and your children live in a dangerous area,
You know where?
in a dangerous fucked up area where you might get killed or whatever it is for a while. You could do that for 2 or 3 years and maybe get up on out of there. But if you
It's
flex,
generations, bro.
but if you flex, let me just if you flex that I'm from the hood, what you're telling me personally is that your parents are fuck up. That's just me.
Or you have a mental issue.
That no, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
Or you
I'm from the hood.
harm.
I've been there for 20 years, this and that. So your mother saw, say your mother lived alone. She saw shootings, killings, drug dealing, prostitution outside your window, and never thought to move the fuck out of there in 20 years.
There's a system, right? So I know a lot of people, specifically from our culture,
Mhm.
that get Section 8 and do a whole bunch of shit, and
They
just to
wouldn't
not,
move.
and then they live in DR like they kings,
Yeah,
and here they literally live in a box
yeah.
in a hood, like with fucking rodents everywhere, and they don't want to move because they don't want to. This is easy. I could go to DR. I could save money living here, then go to DR and act like I'm like the richest person.
I would never put my children, even if I had to live in my car, for my children to live in a decent area. And I'm talking about a rich people area or some Hollywood type shit. Just a decent area where your little girl, my little girl, could go outside and play, not worry about bullets getting killed or whatever. You know, like you live in a decent area, from what I hear.
Some people don't know what's a decent area, bro.
Yeah,
They haven't left that
but
neighborhood
but
far
i-
enough.
if
There's
you're
people
telling
in
me
New York that haven't been to 42nd Street. You understand?
that too, yeah. I mean,
There's
it's the
people in
mentality.
New York City
But
where
I haven't left New York City.
haven't left their neighborhood. They
I
haven't
mean,
took the train over.
I've been to the 5 boroughs, and in each one that I've been to buildings. The first thing is, of course, 1,000 people smoking weed in the lobby. It's like a given. Then the elevator's full of piss, depending,
Well, I
or it
think
might be shit
it's
in
a
it too.
mental
Who
thing
knows?
because if I live in the building, you live in the building, your mom live in the building, your cousin live in the building. Well, you was too drunk last
No.
night.
But the worst part is that most of these places have mad trees outside.
And Newark is the same way. I'm not
It's like
excluding.
a million trees
I
outside.
mean, but this is hoods all over the
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like there's like a million trees outside.
country.
So you have to wait until you get to the elevator. Like, let me fuck the elevator.
Yeah,
I can't piss in any of these trees. Let me fuck this elevator up so somebody
yeah.
could really like.
So it's not like a one-time thing. Like
No, I've been
it
to
was like
everyone.
this is a trend.
Been
that
to
happens
Brooklyn,
every
Bronx,
project.
Manhattan.
It's like tagging shit in the bathroom.
Yeah, Queens.
It becomes like
There's a necessity for that, just to shit where you live. And this is, like I said, once again, another mental issue.
But a lot of it is mental issues or
You can only blame mental issue for so many things. To me, a crazy person, a real crazy person with mental issues, is a guy who sits in the middle of the road eating dog shit. That's a real crazy person. Because if I drop $50, you'll pick it up, so you ain't that fucking crazy.
right.
You know how to do all these EBT scams and all this other shit, so you're not crazy. It's laziness. It's not a flex to me when somebody says I'm from the hood. You're just saying your parents are fuck ups. Your mother might have been a hoe who couldn't, hold down a good man or something like that. That you're a dysfunctional person, or you come from a family like that, because there's no fucking way a father could see his kids going outside, they could get killed and stay there. To me, that's unimaginable. You know,
You're right.
you know.
I don't even judge that. I think it's
I
like,
do
look,
judge
because
it.
when I came from,
I do judge
we're
it.
all immigrants here. Our parents are, right?
Yeah.
When we got here, I remember living in a 1 bedroom apartment with
That,
my mom put like a fake wall between in the middle of the room, and it was me and my brother in a bunk bed in one side, and she was in the other side, and it was in the middle of the fucking hood, like it
yeah.
was mad ghetto,
But that's
but
that's the beginning,
that's the beginning.
of
That's what
course.
I'm trying to say. Like some people don't have that mindset though. Like they literally like yo hasta aquí para tener dinero just to go back,
Yeah. So
and
you
they
were
have that mentality instead of like growth mentality. They're thinking like, oh, enough money just to go back home. So why you came here in the
yeah,
first?
yeah. That's another issue, particularly in Dominicans. I see a lot. A lot of these people are coming here now, and I tell everybody I speak to over there, this is not easy over here. You think, oh, I want to leave DR, this, that, and the other. Okay. I hope you get a visa tomorrow morning. As soon as they get here, then they go back. I know people that don't have three fucking nickels to rub together, and they go to DR from November to February. What the fuck did you come here for? You know,
Yeah.
to waste the Christmas, you can make a lot of money, even doing little shit. I mean, cleaning snow, whatever the fuck it is, you can make a lot of money doing that. Um, Thanksgiving, even cooking for somebody, cleaning for people, whatever. And everybody's dying to come just to go back and live off the system. I think people should stay there. And you know what? There's a lot of opportunity in the Dominican Republic right now.
And
If you
even
look,
that, like, I feel like the culture in DR, it's a different type of culture.
yeah.
People take siestas, like they fucking
Oh
chill, like
man,
they like no están en el trabajo de las 12 como hasta las 2, like
yeah,
it's different. Like that's not the culture that we have here.
no.
Like, you gotta work at least 10 hours, and then it's gonna take you mad long to get home.
At least 2 hours.
Yeah,
God
The
forbid you could
train,
eat something.
bus,
yeah,
highway.
And if you eat something, it's gonna be some greasy shit from some store that cost you $17 without a soda.
yeah. Like
You know what I mean?
it's
And
not like this glamorous like lifestyle.
then your living situations is another thing. Like I said,
There's an ability to make money here, of course, and that's why we all
yeah,
came.
but the bills, man. I mean, that's the
But the thing is, like,
shit.
you gotta work.
Yeah.
You have to fucking grind
I know people.
every day.
I'm not gonna say names or not. I know people been here 3 fucking years living on a couch, and they take 3 month vacations to the yard. So
That makes no sense to me.
I move in with Steve to his couch. I don't get my own apartment. I just chill there, and then I go from November to February to DR to chill. Then I come right back, and I'm still struggling.
But that's a mindset, and that's why they're gonna be where they at, bro. So
Yeah,
that's what separates
but
people
then
who don't
then don't start blaming.
people who act or don't act.
Yeah, don't start blaming the other people for your own fuck
For
ups.
your misery.
Yeah, because I always say, oh, it's hard, and the food prices are high, this and that. Yeah, it is, but you have.
It has been always.
Yeah, no, it's always been fucked up. When was the last time somebody said, "Hey, man, you know what? I just came back from the supermarket. It's
Yeah, the
they're
best.
giving out free turkeys in that bitch."
The gas is low, like
No, the gas was low in '01. It was like
I only
it was like
remember
a dollar.
this supermarket by the Dominican Chamber. Right behind it, there's a
Oh yeah,
supermarket.
they sell like 10 blocks
Bro,
for $1, nigga.
bro, they used to sell like 20 plátanos for $1, bro.
Damn.
I took my mom there. It was like Christmas.
What year was that?
Ah,
That was like
1900 and what?
yeah, that was back
like
then.
2015 maybe.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's it.
Go there, just-
Damn, them niggas are stealing plátanos from somewhere for $1,
It
20
was-
for $1
was
in New York.
bro,
But
they
you had to spend a certain amount, but still, like it was mad.
Oh hell yeah, 20 plátanos for $1. You could have made that a side business.
Nigga.
That was like
Bro, my mom was like it was Christmas in there, bro.
Another thing that we saw when we went to Harlem that a lot of people do
They treated us like jazz from the.
is that fucking. Remember we went to Harlem and there was that line. I said, "What is this?"
Oh yeah, they were giving out free food. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some people need it. I'm not gonna say they don't. A lot of elderly and maybe people who don't have children and family, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people,
there's people who take advantage
of course, don't blame anybody for your misery. And if it gets too hard, New York or here, we have 3 great bridges you can jump from. 3, well maybe 5. If I was gonna jump, I would use the Verrazano. It just looks nice to me. But oh, this and that.
See, I don't think about stuff like that.
No,
Just gonna do it.
no, not I'm saying, but some people always complain
Yeah.
and complain and complain. If I complain more than 3 times in one day,
bro. But
I'm
at
outta
the
here.
same time,
I'm not doing that.
you don't know what you don't know. So you might know.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't Google something you don't know.
You're right. You're right about that.
You could find out about something and say, "Let me Google it. Let me learn more."
You know what? I believe that
If you
100%.
know about, like, let's say credit, right? If
Yeah.
you know about it or how to read it or how to follow it, then you don't understand that.
I grew up with a guy in on Frelinghuysen Avenue. He was 65 years old, and he's never been to Newark Airport in his life. 65.
Bro, I'm telling you,
Living
people in the Bronx that never been, or Brooklyn that never been to 42nd Street. Like, to them, they still see it on TV the same way somebody from a foreign country is looking at it on TV.
and you know people just like this.
People in New York that haven't been to New York City, downtown,
And
they don't know what
yeah, I mean,
to look for.
yeah, for what?
For them, it's like, what can I afford down there?
Nothing.
To them,
What business do you have?
McDonald's costs the same. You could just take the McDonald's and take the train downtown and have a different experience.
That's why when you have boys, and hopefully one day you'll have one if you can, you got to teach them a lot of things, man, because there's a lot of ignorance in this world, and it's sad.
Well, it's on our fingertips. It's on our phone.
Well, I mean, everybody has, like they say, information at their fingertips now, but it's misused because you only use it for bullshit.
You don't know what you don't know. You don't know how to maximize it.
The level of ignorance I see in some places is beyond me.
It's true. Like, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
End of the day, this is the land of opportunities for a reason. You're supposed to come here and grow.
But this is the world of opportunities. A lot of opportunity, in a lot of places.
Of course, but I'm saying, like, the U.S. is known for that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
American dream.
Like
right?
I was watching something about I think it was Pakistan, where even as an investor, let's say somebody had the mind and somebody knew somebody in Pakistan, they're running out of water in Pakistan. If you got some of these machines that are about that big, and let's say you made a $20,000 investment, there's machines out there that could do 8 gallons a day of water from the air. They could just pull it from the air wherever the humidity and make water, and then sell that water, or have some kind of system where where a town pays you in Pakistan, you'd be a millionaire. But nobody has a connect over there. I mean, there's opportunity everywhere. Just people don't look for it or read about it or whatever. I mean, you could be selling, and in Pakistan it's so bad, a bucket of water might cost you $10. A bucket, just a regular bucket of water, or maybe that same Polish Spring you were drinking, it costs $3, $4, $5, and you could make this shit all day and all night in these machines. So it's a world of opportunity, but people don't look at it. So I don't know what the hell's going on now. But the ignorance levels I see, especially in public places and people now, it's beyond belief. People are competing to be fucking retarded.
We're zombies. We zombies now, bro.
No.
Like, if you don't know, you don't know.
We're not zombies. They're zombies. When you go out, you have to have a certain etiquette to yourself. You belong to the world. The world doesn't belong to you. And some of these people go out and it's a fucking disaster. I don't know how people do it. I try to stay away from large gatherings, parades, all this crazy shit.
My thing is, like, at least for me, I think that's one of my triggers, so to speak.
What?
If you're not bettering yourself, the fuck are you doing?
Well, you be
Bettering yourself. Like,
yeah.
you're not improving in some way, shape, or form. You could be either a better parent, better son, better husband,
Yeah.
better whatever, entrepreneur, better whatever the fuck it is. What are you doing? Like, you're just here taking up oxygen. Like, I don't
I mean,
purpose.
Some people don't know what's the better, bro.
But
purpose.
you can't defend them all the time, Steve.
You're
I'm not
you're
defending
here.
them.
Are
I'm
you
not saying
you're saying, like, oh, like, you don't know what you don't know, but at the same time you still know that you know that you're in a fucking hole. So it's like, salte.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, aprende que ya tú estás metido ahí. Like, la única manera de salir es tú figuring it out. Envuélvete una vaina, get
Yeah.
out of the quicksand.
We've been taught the only ways out for people like us is selling drugs and killing people or doing something wrong, and it really isn't. There's a lot of options out there. Off the top of my head, I don't know any like that, but I've seen a lot of people come up and a lot of things.
There's a guy selling hot dogs in next to the Met that he makes over $160,000 a year selling hot dogs.
Yeah, depending what the taxes are and all.
Yeah,
But that's not.
even if you
Yeah.
go ahead and you do that, he's still making decent money.
Yeah, that's not glamour though. Everybody wants the glamour.
It's
Or,
not glamour, but it's still a hustle, bro. No hay que, you want to sit in the office without getting a degree. People expect to make 100 figures,
yeah,
6 figures without going and grinding out, fucking getting an education.
and doing what?
You don't know how to do
What
those
are
things.
you
You
gonna
can't
do?
expect that.
What are you gonna do when you get to the office? I'm not an office person. as bright because I'm not smart. I'm a little bright,
No, you have knowledge, but I'm saying it's like you.
but I'm not an office person. I don't deserve to be a CEO or one of these high class people or whatever that you see a lot of.
But you the CEO of your of your
It's
CEO of your
we're a small company, but yes, I am the CEO.
Like
but you
when I'm
got to
saying
make a
like,
choice to do that. That you had to make a choice.
Been a year next month, so I survived a year. Thank you.
my thing is the expectation of like, okay, I came from, let's say, the block, and all of a sudden somehow you deserve the same role as someone that has been working 20 years for, or someone that went to school for 10, 15 years of
Yeah.
their life, sacrificing days and nights of sleep
Yeah.
to learn this shit, and you're like, nah, I deserve the same amount. No, you
Well,
don't.
that comes from single mothers.
I think we're badgering women in this.
It's not badgering women, but
No,
the
they're
same
gonna
thing.
be looked at as that.
Oh well, it is what it is. They could go do the stats.
It is what.
Oh, speaking of which, women, the WNBA recently had a "Pay Us What They Owe Us" shirt. What do they owe them? I'm not sure. I'm not a sports guy like you are, but
I am a sports guy. They do deserve more.
more. But the thing is,
The thing is, like,
where you gonna pull it from?
that's the thing. That's the key. The key thing, it could be a rev share with the NBA that they can kind of like leverage a little bit more of what the NBA makes.
But they're subsidized.
Exactly. So it's hard to figure that out,
Mm.
but at the same time, I feel like the WNBA does not do a good job promoting itself and showcasing these females, because there's females that are great,
Caitlin
but
Clark is good.
but they don't really showcase that. If you look at like LeBron's kid, for example, or I forgot this other kid, this other rookie, they literally tell the stories how they went to the G League, they went to Europe to play,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like all this broad like history of the kid. Why don't you do that with these girls?
No, I think what the WNBA needs is an auditor. Pay us what you're owed, then go get an auditor, open up the books, and see what you're owed. It's that simple. It only costs like $100,000 for one of those guys, right? For that kind of league.
Yeah.
So get one of those, and they'll tell you what they owe you. If anybody's hearing me from the WNBA, just get an auditor. They'll tell you exactly what you're owed.
But it's the same thing. Like, it's like female boxers, for example. Obviously, they're not gonna make as much as the men boxers because people want to see people get fucking hurt, and men are gonna go in there and fucking act like Bruce, como lo gallo. They're gonna kill each other.
I've always enjoyed that. To be honest.
So, it's like, relatively speaking. But one thing that I do see a lot is like the how much the boxers earn versus the UFC fighters. UFC fighters don't earn shit, but at the same time, I feel like it's a different audience. There's a lot more money put in getting a boxing match.
But
than getting
but UFC is more steady work at least.
yes, but think about it. If I'm getting paid 50K, right, to train for this fight, I still gotta pay for the gym. I gotta pay for flights. I gotta pay for all my team.
My trainer, yeah.
My
I didn't know. I thought the UFC was like a big in-house league where everybody trained in the same spot.
No, no, no.
Fought each
There's,
other.
there's separate gyms. If I train in the same spot, I could steal everybody's
Oh yeah, techniques and all that.
shit, so that
So-
would work. But
It's like a boxer training in his own gym.
No, it's a combat sport, but it's not boxing.
It's
Yeah.
not boxing. I'm saying they train.
A great boxer is something to really watch once in a lifetime. A Mike Tyson and Ali.
I think
Nah,
that
it's a
honestly,
box-
like,
it's-
UFC is probably tougher.
It is tougher,
But
but it doesn't have the hype behind it like that.
doesn't have the history either.
So it's like
somewhat of
I
a
mean,
true
so,
sport.
well, some of these football guys are making what 5-10 million a year. You don't even know their names.
Yeah.
And it's
At the same time,
it's a lot more than
there's
UFC
baseball
fight.
players that you don't know their name and they're making 20 million,
Yeah.
30 million.
I mean, the only one that we know is Soto and people like that make the big money.
People making money everywhere. And
Yeah, no major leagues. What's the minimum contract?
what?
What's the minimum contract?
The minimum contract is $500,000. But that's like if I'm sitting in the bench and I'm just like,
And you never even threw a ball.
I'm like, high five, guys.
Yeah,
Anyone?
but if you know
$500,000.
if
I'll
you
take that job.
if you catch decently and hit a ball every once in a while, you're looking at 5 to 10 million in the major leagues.
Let's say you say five
Yeah.
million. You give 5 to 10% to your agent.
Yeah, depending on the state too, the taxes
Yeah.
and all that.
And then taxes, but you're still 2.5 mil. You take it home.
It's not bad. But the WNBA, once again, guys, we go back to the phrase of the day: delusions of grandeur. Same thing.
That's the key word of the conversation.
Yeah, it is. Pay us what you owe us. Get an auditor, and they'll tell you what you're owed. You could do that shit in 10 days. Don't put it on a shirt. Don't do it because when people in big companies, if I say, Danny, let me You owe me this much. I'm gonna get an auditor. That's what I would do. And they run through the books and see, hey man, you know what? You stole 50,000 from this guy. You owe him this and that. They should do that in WNBA. And that's it. No shirts, no fuzz, no nothing. Delusions of grandeur. These women are
Do you guys feel like these people are overpaid? Like for Soto, for example, do you feel like he got overpaid?
no. I think if they want to give him 300 billion a year, they should.
Well, the thing is, like, it's all business, right?
Yeah.
It's ROI. They signed him. They brought that back in months because of him. So you know what I mean? Like
What they give him?
700 and something million.
You think you no? They haven't made their money back yet.
Huh?
They haven't made their money back from him.
Not the whole entire thing, but what they're paying him this year, they've already made it.
Well, yeah. I mean, some smart person.
For how many years?
I totally forgot. His,
I-
15, 15,
yeah,
15,
It's more.
15 years.
It's like 15. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lifetime, bro. He
I
ain't
mean,
he ain't playing nowhere else after that. It's over.
I still don't understand why he went to the Mets though, but that's just me.
Well,
And,
he went
and,
for the
and,
money.
and don't let this fucking hat. I'm a Yankees fan.
Oh, that's the greatest team in the MLB, Detroit Tigers.
Well, he went for the money. You saw.
I think it wasn't the money because the Yankees were paying him similar. I think it was honestly like politics. Like,
Oh.
okay, they le dieron a mi mamá private tickets to this. They gave my family all this
And
stuff.
but,
and to have the
you know,
biggest contract in MLB
well,
history, right?
yeah.
That's the biggest one ever.
What happened?
That's the biggest contract ever.
Yeah, no, but he was gonna get the biggest contract regardless, even if he went to the Yankees.
Well, he could have got 730. Who gives a shit? It still would have been the
Still
big.
the biggest contract, bro.
The Yankees are more marketable, though. To be honest with
The
you,
thing is, he would have had a legacy with the Yankees. Yes, this might be a little bit more like it's
But-
with the Yankees.
but then you got Aaron Judge in there too.
That's the thing.
That's a big shadow, man. That's a big
Fuck
shadow.
a shadow.
Yeah,
That
that's a good.
that lifts you up.
That lifts you up.
If you look at his numbers this year versus last year, his numbers were better last year. Why? Because he batted next to Judge.
That too.
So when you're like, yo, you batted next to Judge, you're about to get strikes.
Well, he went from New York to New York, so it wasn't a big move.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Mets suck.
Yeah,
It's what it
they do suck. What was the last time them niggas won the super the what is
1986 when the Red Sox the ball went through the guy's legs and shit, and that's how. They,
it was an act of God that they won.
yeah, basically.
It wasn't even talent or
I
skill.
was like, let's give this motherfuckers a win.
Mhm.
Put the sun on the guy's eyes,
God was feeling sorry for them niggas and just gave
No.
him a ball.
pretty much.
I think what Soto did, if he's overpaid or not,
To me, like at the end of the day, he's a great player. I think no matter what, he was good. As a Yankees fan, I thought he would have been better off as a Yankee, but I didn't think that he would. I wouldn't pay a player that much money because
That's-
I could get
but you
good
don't
players.
you don't have that type of money the Mets have. They could throw money around like it's salami in the air. They don't care. Shit.
But like realistically,
Probably a write off to them, bro.
Chacha.
I'm sure they'll make their money back. But for me, I'm like, okay, I could have probably got like several players.
No, with 750, you would have had the
You could get 250 each.
you would have had the pennant for the next 10 years with 750.
That's what I'm saying. In my head, that's how I think. I'm like, all right, 3 players, 250 each. We straight.
You
We
would
need
have
anything else.
you would have won every World Series from here to the year 2040 for that kind of money. But it is what it is, and I hope he spends some of it in DR and he does something over there. They never do, but it is what it is.
Then he got caught talking. They were asking him if he was upset about missing the All-Star game. And he was like, yeah, there's a lot of money or some shit. Like he would have lost if you make the All-Star game, you get 100K bonus.
That's it.
Yeah.
He ain't worried about no
And
100,000.
he's like, that's a lot of money. And they're like, oh, you see, he cares about his money.
Well, he should
Like,
because
We all care about money.
if he broke his leg, who's gonna feed his mother? You?
No, that contract is guaranteed though.
Oh, it is
Yeah,
guaranteed.
it's not the NFL, nigga.
So he could break his leg right
No,
now.
he could break.
God, God
every
forbid, of course.
body. He's still good for the rest of his life.
They're gonna pay him that
Now, if you
regardless.
play football, which is why I advise your son to play something else.
Yeah.
If you play football, you get hurt, nigga, they can drop you tomorrow.
And that's it.
You're gonna be in the gas station pumping gas, bro.
It's not. I didn't know it wasn't guaranteed in football.
No, it's guaranteed. Guaranteed in football, rarely. You only get quarterbacks get guaranteed contracts.
Oh, Tom Brady and them people.
Motherfuckers
Well,
like that.
a star quarterback.
Yeah, it has to be like it's rare in the NFL.
Okay. See, I didn't know that. I thought everybody was guaranteed a contract.
Nah, bro.
That's why a lot of these guys want to play
It's the
baseball.
same thing with the NBA.
Imagine LeBron was playing baseball. They had to pay him $2 billion a year for a guy like that.
LeBron,
If LeBron was like a decent baseball player,
Jordan played in the minor league.
you think he tried for the money or just for the fuck of it?
I think he was doing so much fuckery outside in the streets that the NBA was like, nigga, you need to get out of the spotlight,
Yeah,
go over there and try out for fucking
do something
baseball.
different. Yeah, just
Was
take
Jordan?
take
Yeah,
it.
because he likes to bet, he likes to gamble. He was all over the place.
Yeah,
He was getting into a lot of trouble. You just, they hit it well. He was the face of the NBA.
and he was hoeing like crazy. Probably all them guys do. The basketball players,
But they,
they don't even hoe. It's just like you stand somewhere in a lobby when you're a basketball player. If you're known enough, and look what happened to Magic Johnson.
bro, I remember there's a lot of stories about like these baseball players were like young girls.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this player. I was in high school, and there was a little girl that she had like a thing for me or whatever, and that she was messing around with a baseball player in the Yankees. I can't say no names, but she was messing around with a baseball player, and she was like 16.
Oh, just now.
Back when I was in high school.
Oh, well, the case that happened now in DR was
There's that kid, that Dominican kid,
Wander Franco.
like, yeah,
He lost everything.
lost everything. But I know cases, and I'm pretty sure it's happened plenty. And
It's happening.
about it.
It's happening right now.
Yeah, it's happening as we speak.
Yeah.
But I remember this girl, literally was bro. We were underage. She was 16.
And she was
And she was messing
messing.
around with a baseball player.
And how old was he?
The guy was probably 35,
Yes.
34.
That's
And she was 16.
that's a big difference in age.
I used to go. I used to go to the games. Like,
Off of her back on
yeah,
that.
yeah, because she liked me, so she used to be like, "Oh, that's my cousin. He's coming to the game," and I used to be like, "Oh,
Oh,
yo, juego."
the old cousin story in DR.
Yeah.
Everybody's and the guy was what? It was he a Dominican baseball player?
No. I forgot where he's from. I don't want to say too much because
Yeah. Then
I'm
you.
gonna flat out.
Yeah, the internet might start investigating, but
Yeah.
but he was a Dominican. That's all we know.
Nah, he wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Dominican. But clearly, this shit happens, and it's just
Well-
not out there in public.
well,
but it's like
The story of Wander Franco is
I don't really understand. To me, I don't understand it because somebody like Wanda could have literally bagged all of DR at the same.
yeah, but the problem with him was the mother of the young lady. She was pimping
Her,
her
but a lot
daughter
of
out
parents do that in DR, bro.
for
Which is
it.
sad.
It was like, okay, I know my daughter looks good, so let me pimp her out to this guy, and then extort him. She wanted like 30 grand a month off this cat, and he said, I can't do this shit forever. What do you want? Oh, keep it secret. How you gonna do it to your own daughter? If you want I'm gonna take you to justice. And DR, it's like, if some guy messes around with an underage girl, it's money, so it's prostitution. It really is because
Yeah.
if somebody does something to one of our daughters, I don't want money. I want jail
Yeah.
time or
Of course.
other means or whatever. But in DR, it's like, okay, here's $1,000,000 or whatever, and we're good. And it happens all the
I
time.
don't know if that's a cultural thing because, like, some of our songs too, like you hear someone about.
Oh
and
my
you're like,
God.
why is he talking about this little girl? Like,
Yeah.
stop,
Yeah.
my man, chill.
Chill. Well, it depends who wrote the song, but then in the '80s that was prominent. It was all over the place.
It was like, oye, yo la conocí cuando estaba chiquita.
Yeah, like
Like, stop right there. Change the fucking song. I don't want to listen to this.
and niggas was jamming to that shit.
You dancing to it, you're like, wait, did he?
He's like, there's one nigga que-
Fucking pedophile.
en tu 15 años. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Nigga, how old are you? Nigga said 53.
Like, what the fuck?
Maybe 53. Well, it
The
it came from the culture here too because a lot of the song in the 80s and the 60s and 70s, a lot of grown ass men with white hairs are talking about the little girl this and that. Like my nigga, she's 13. Fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, bro. I'm like, I can't
But
believe.
people that read into it, and it's what you said before about the perversion. It's always been there, but it was sugar coated before. Now it's it's more graphic, but before it was there. And if you think about it, before it was more fucked up than now.
Yeah.
One thing I'll give Bad Bunny.
There was no regulations. There was
Yeah,
no social media.
one thing I'll give Bad Bunny. He's never talked about some 13-year-old chick in his song or some shit like that. He's always talking about grown ass women or something like that.
Yeah.
These old dudes, they was talking about some young ass chicks. I'm talking about yeah, I used to go to pick you up in school, this and that. Like,
Bro, I
the
listen
fuck?
to some bachatas and I'm like,
even
nigga, like,
even if you listen to
I
Obsession,
didn't realize.
if you listen to Obsession, Romeo's first single, he's crossing the line there. When he
The thing about Session is that he was a kid too.
that too, yeah.
He was like 18 or 17. Or
Okay, so that's passable.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I'm like, yeah. He was like, te fui a buscar el colegio. Fuck you
yeah,
talking
you're
about?
like,
Nigga, like,
espérate.
what grade was she in?
Colegio.
Yeah, but I mean,
Exactamente.
you mean college? Fuck are you talking about, bro? So
Facts. But what I see, like, it's weird because now, I think now it's just more prevalent because we have this, we have cameras, we
yeah,
have, like,
and people. One thing this generation does a lot better than the last ones is for 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 all the shit I complain about as far as the generations go is that they are they they observe more and they break down into shit more because now I mean some of these cats you can have a fingernail come out in a clip somewhere and some internet detective will find exactly where you were what you were doing. I
yep,
mean these cats
See your background, bro, and they find where you at.
yeah like and they never seen it.
Internet is
There's this one guy that you could take a picture anywhere in the world. If it has a like, if you go outside right now and do this, and you tell him the time, he'll get the location. Just start scanning shit. Oh, this type of tree grows in Jersey somewhere or whatever it is, and it's the fall because the leaves are gray. So
there's have y'all seen the movie Accountant?
the accountant one or two.
Accountant Part Two. They
I tried to watch it on Netflix.
I haven't seen it.
I mean on Amazon Prime.
they
They
do that. They do that in the movie. In the movie, they try to figure out the location based on.
they tried to make Ben Affleck look too fucking cool in that movie. That's the only thing. I think so. He tried to be
I,
like
I haven't seen it, but I fell asleep.
Amazon Prime, yeah.
I put it on, I fell asleep.
Did you? I tried to
I don't
watch it.
watch TV like that, so when I put some stuff on, it's only like for like background noise.
I tried to watch
Put
it.
it on like
Yeah.
as I'm doing shit.
I tried to watch it. I got to the part where he got to like the pizzeria and the guy was lying to him or whatever about the pizzas and then
Part One or Two.
two. I never seen part one. Must be the better one, I guess.
I was
I
telling
think it was. They both were good movies.
Steve that he gotta watch Game of Thrones. I don't know if you've seen it.
I never seen that.
You guys gotta watch.
I mean,
I-
I remember the hype though. And the hype was real. Everybody was watching that shit everywhere. I remember what was it,
It's just
16,
to catch
17?
up to
20,
what,
yeah,
eight-
it was like 8 years straight of that shit.
Yeah, and
I think the last day was probably 2017, 2018.
one of those years, I just couldn't get into the hype of that shit. I don't know what it was.
It's a good series. It's good. I like it.
I mean, I gotta see.
If it would have been that, I would have like watched it as it's going. But for me to go back and watch,
I watched it all like that, literally just like that.
as it was going, right?
No, I watched it
Every Sunday on HBO.
No, it was. I think there was the pandemic or the year prior.
Oh, okay.
I watched all that shit
You just turn on the TV
on the TV and I put it on.
and let it
So I
go.
was working. I'm like, oh shit, blah blah blah. I'll work. I was
What is it?
working-
I barely-
What is it?
I was working from home, so
It's about. What is it about? I never seen it. Yeah.
I gotta watch it, bro.
I just know it's very graphic.
It's like the 48 Laws of Power.
It's like
in medieval times.
it's like
It's
Gladiator.
not-
It's like Gladiator with
It's
titties
like,
in it, right?
Fate. It's like triumph. It's like shows a lot of like people's stories
Okay.
and how
But it's like the movie Gladiator.
your experiences and how you're always in the right time, perfect place at the perfect time.
Okay.
What's meant to happen is gonna happen for a reason, and it goes back to that.
But
But
there's dragons and shit in there, so that little part I never understood when I seen the previews. It's like a flying
Yeah.
dragon, and I mean, women were really into this shit. I remember back in those times. It was like
good.
they had one clip, Steve, where
That's probably why I started seeing it.
there was an apartment building in New York, I think in Manhattan, and they were outside filming, and everybody on every floor was watching the Game of Thrones. They could see it from like like the shadows of the TV or whatever. I never got into it. My brother loves that kind of shit. My big brother.
I
but
never seen.
Yeah, I seen the whole thing.
I don't like to get into popular TV shows like Breaking Bad. Great show. I saw that shit years after it finished.
I saw
The
I saw it years after.
Yeah.
It was,
The Walking Dead.
I never seen.
Never seen that shit.
I never seen it. I started watching it and I just stopped. It was a little too much.
Right? It's kind of nasty. Zombie culture to me.
It's a zombie culture, but it was like it just como expands too quickly, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, who,
Like,
what? Huh?
Hey, yeah.
Did we get
You know,
17 of these guys now? It's like, wait,
You know what I think about it, like in a real scenario like that, how these niggas smell. Like the zombies must smell like shit, number one. And then you got all of us cooped up in a prison somewhere and we can't leave. We don't have no water or nothing. So somebody has to smell like shit in there all the time. And these dudes are like fucking chicks and all that in there. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas got better hearts than me because I need some soap in my life. I don't give a fuck with this.
Y'all saw what happened in Plainfield with the rain.
Oh yeah, that was.
They saying that.
Well, you got a little bit of rain down there too, no?
Oh yeah, but they saying there was like a tornado or something, like some type of. But they saying it's cloud farming,
Yeah.
and that's what's causing that.
He
They're trying to put rain in places that it don't rain, but then that's affecting another.
You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Well, Plainfield is a town a
And
little
it
more.
was raining the other day. Like
Yeah, it was bad over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I don't know how New York was.
That was really bad. Like,
the
those cars floating.
the FDR was a little fucked.
Okay, but
Or-
but over here, I mean, people died. Dominican lady died. Matter of fact, in Plainfield, she drowned in one of them creeks
Basements will mess
or whatever. But I think that came from from Watchung, the reserve. They have like a big old lake there or something,
Uh-huh.
and it said that boy though and went over, and it was a disaster. How these cities don't.
They were not built for that.
No, but Elizabeth, we had that rainstorm in 2000 what 22, 21. Remember that big ass rainstorm that came around here? It was like September. It wasn't Sandy. It was like a regular tropical storm or whatever. And they don't fix shit over here. They never do.
Yeah, I don't think the system, like the train stations in New York, was
Oh my God, forget about it. Aquarium.
everything was nonsense.
But imagine the amount of
And
infect.
this is just imagine when it gets, it's gonna get worse, right? 'Cause
Imagine the amount of infection some of these people have from walking in that water. You know, some of the ladies, you know, walking in that water. I mean, that water's dusty. I mean, rainwater itself is crusty as shit.
imagine when it's going through.
In a subway in New York, where you know, with 30,000 rats in there swimming and all their piss and all that.
Yeah.
How people live in New York is beyond me. I don't understand it. Like you said, they don't know anything else. I understand that, but everybody should be required to take a field trip to Pennsylvania or Amish country or something just to see. Or even upstate New York has a lot of great places.
Yeah.
I never been upstate like that, but
Shout out Newports, yo.
Huh?
I said shout out Newports.
what is that?
It's a place in upstate.
I never been there. I know Newburgh is upstate.
Newburgh, Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, though they're like nice towns, you know,
Poughkeepsie's
picturesque.
a little ghetto though.
Is it?
I mean,
Yeah.
everywhere there's gonna be a little ghetto.
No,
You
no.
go
Poughkeepsie,
to
Poughkeepsie's like you gotta be
go
careful.
to Long Island, you make a left, you in the hood, you
Yeah,
make another left.
But
Yeah.
speaking of ghetto,
Wine Dance.
Plainfield, when I was a kid, was a great town. I mean, you would you would aspire to move to Plainfield. That was like a move up. Now, shit, you got they got more fentanyl, crack, and everything down in Plainfield than even out here.
I mean, you'll find that everywhere.
No, but it's prevalent and gangs like a son of a bitch down there.
All right, we off the record. Y'all heard us talking. We talk what we talk. Y'all heard some news, some shit that's happening on the internet. That's the Innovators Den. We here. Tap into another episode we got coming out. That's with what is
Hello Rosa.
Angela Rosa from Cold Individuality.
The designer guy.
Him, he's doing some cool stuff.
God bless that guy. It was hot as hell that day.
We got a few more
It's like-
episodes coming.
Go ahead now.
Nigga was
Stay
a
tuned, subscribe, follow, like, share, and stay tuned. We got some stuff coming in. We out.